What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing today, my people? Welcome back to D's Daily DD. It's your boy D. Hope you're doing all right today, right? It's Friday, the end of the week and whatnot. So we got the weekend to look forward to, right? And yeah, today I gotta talk about a couple things, just some personal things and some things with the market as well. Of course, I'm gonna update you with what I think is happening and going on with the stocks, right? As well as far as like AMC and Lucid. I still believe in both of them, right? I still love both of them no matter what right now. For me, I'm investing right now in them, right? So we're invested in them. I don't think we really have much to be worried about. As when I look at the data for AMC, guys, I see that it's still there. I believe in the squeeze. I believe they have to cover these shares, right? And that's what's going to cause the price to go up. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, right? I just do this, on my own time, and it does take a lot of hours to do this, guys. I know that the videos are only like 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes or whatever, but it takes me about 3 or 4 hours to actually do all this, right? And again, I haven't gotten to be able to, be able to make any money off YouTube currently, right? So it's just, I just do it because I enjoy it as well. But I don't make any money off of it, okay? Just so you guys know, I'm gonna be transparent with you, all right? And I've been in the MC squeeze, since the beginning, since January, and I've made some moves here and there and whatnot, and that's what allowed me to leave my job back in July, right, of last year. And I've been, on my own money, on my own funds, pretty much since then. Okay, so for me, I don't want to. You might like see some changes here in the schedule of the channel when the videos post. I might not be posting them at the same time every single day now, because I'm going to actually go and look for a part-time or bartending job, right? Just for right now, because I don't want to sell out of my positions. Like if I were to take the money that I had invested, then sure, I'd be fine. But because I still believe in the squeeze, I don't mind going back to work, right? Like, so I'm going to go and try to make some cash because we have what's called a spring training here in Arizona where I live, and we get a lot of tourists, and they just announced that they're going to do it after all. It just got pushed back, and we get a lot of tourists, and it's really pretty quite busy, right? So in the meantime, guys, like I said, like I fully believe in the squeeze, right? So I'm willing to even go back to work. I mean, whatever, I'm young. To in the meantime, right, while we wait for this to happen, because like I said, the data's still there. There's nothing really that has changed. It's a highly shorted stock, guys. And I'll point all this stuff out right there, right? Yeah, but just want to be, as transparent as I can with you guys, because I respect you guys. My subscribers, I appreciate you guys spending the time and subscribing, and where we're at with the channel. And so you'll just, you'll see the videos come up at different times, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna do them, when I can, right? Because of timing and whatnot. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a heads up, right? But everything's all good, guys. Like, there's no need to stress, right? So let's jump into this information. Cool. And yeah, so I'm gonna start off with this little quick clip here that I find. I think everybody should watch. It's pretty awesome to see it on Fox, right? A mainstream media. But it says Glenn Greenfield is an American journalist, author, and lawyer. He was a guest on Tucker Carlson last night and talks about the GameStop and Leach hedge funds and AMC stuff, right? So let's just listen to it.
Bunch of different power centers in the United States, many of which we often openly discuss: the intelligence community, Silicon Valley, the U.S. government, lobbyists. Obviously, one of the most important and powerful, if not the most powerful, is Wall Street, and hedge funds in particular on Wall Street, who are at the top of that food chain. And we almost never talk about how it is that they get to be multi-billionaires without really producing anything of value, just leeching off the American economy, taking huge amounts of money in exchange for nothing. Whatever you think of Silicon Valley, they get rich at least by producing something, whatever you think of those products. These people produce nothing. They just take, and they just take, and they take. And so for the first time, not only are we seeing them have pain inflicted on them, not by people who are stealing from them or who are committing crimes, but people who have figured out their game and learned how to exploit it by doing what they should do, which is be studying it, but they're also getting dragged out into the sunlight. So for the first time, we're talking about people like Melvin Capital and Citadel and hedge fund short sellers, and understanding what it is that they're doing to this country. And it only happen, Tucker, because the internet, a free internet, when it's free, enables citizens to band together in large enough numbers to challenge these ruling class elites. And that's why we talk so much about the imperative nature of defending the internet from surveillance, defending it from censorship. It is a very powerful weapon in the hands of citizens against ruling class elites. And that's why they're so bent upon seizing it back, controlling it, regulating it, and censoring it. I think you make such a wise point. If I made $1 billion, people would say, where did you make $1 billion and for what? And I would feel incumbent upon me the responsibility to explain what I did. I never hear anybody discuss what the upper echelons of finance have really done, or as you point out, contributed to become billionaires. Like, why is that not a conversation we're having all the time? Right. And the other thing that I think is so interesting in this particular case is you see people on the left and people on the right reacting in very similar ways, namely in favor of what these Redditors did to these hedge funds. Why? Because if you're on the right, what you believe in generally is free market economics. Right. If you're on the left, what you believe in is government intervention in the economy to help the neediest. We have neither of those. What we have is a totally rigged system where the government constantly intervenes in the economy, but not to help people who are in need, but to help the richest and most powerful, who are funded and owned and controlled by those very rich people who fund their campaigns, who pay their lobbyists, who give them enormous speaking fees when they're out of power.
There you go. See, we're making noise, guys. That's what I like to see, right? When we see professionals like this too as well, talking about these things, and that's all the points that we've been pointing out, right? And so, in my opinion, guys, a lot of the DD is done for AMC. You know, I'm willing to just patiently wait because, like, I know it's, you know, people want to put out videos every 5 minutes on AMC, but in the reality is, guys, like a lot of the hardcore DD is done, right? And we understand like what we're here for, the ones that are here, okay? But still, look, 100% utilization, cost to borrow is going up. It went up 2.87% within the past 7 days. Days to cover is going up as well because the volume is only 28 million. It's been below the average, right? And I believe that's a good thing, right? It extends the squeeze, in my opinion, guys. The shares on loan, guys, 127.64 million. I don't think I've ever seen it that high. I think it was like 129 million yesterday. But these are on paper, guys. These are like real shares that they have to cover, no matter, you know, if there is synthetics or not, or whatever the argument is, right, with all that. But 127 million. When the squeeze happened back in, you know, in June last year, there was only about 88 or 90 million shares on loan, I believe. So that's a good thing to see, right? So let's go over and look at the chart, guys. This is what I got going on. I'm on the daily. You know, it broke beneath the wedge here, right? So that's not looking very bullish right now, right? But again, if you're in this for the squeeze, then this doesn't really matter, right? You shouldn't really be worried because when it squeezes, it'll just go rocketing straight up, right? And it'll just surpass all this stuff. But they're just basically just trying to hold it down, right? And what's interesting to me is that it's coming back to test, you know, this line. This red line is crucial, guys. I mean, that is where it all kind of started, where where it took off here. So it needs to keep acting as a support because we've already bounced off of it a couple times, right? It didn't come quite down, but now it is looking like it's going to come down, right? So that's what I got, you know, cooking there. What I do want to point out, look, is going to be in the net volume. So both times that, you know, we ran up and we had these explosions, there was a huge amount of volume that came in, right? And this is why I don't think the apes are selling, because when you go over here and you look at this drop from there to now, the volume is pretty stagnant, right? When you look at the drop from here to here, there's no big volume here. You would, in my opinion, guys, like you would need to see that same big volume, because if people are selling, that's the volume, right, that is going to cause the price to go down. But if you're an ape and you believe that you know, this is being manipulated and this is being dragged down by, you know, fake shares and synthetics and whatnot, then we have nothing to worry about, because at the end, you know, we're already at 90% guys. Like I'm saying, buy and hold, buy and hold. If we keep buying and holding until the next earnings call, what is the, you know, what we're gonna hit 100% of the float, right? Of whatever numbers they went off of, like AMC, right, when they made that announcement. So after this, that's why I'm not going to play options after this coming week. I have one that expires this coming Friday, right? A call, and I'm not gonna after this. I'm done because look, I'm just gonna hold my shares. Is what I'm saying. No more calls for me. But all of these expired worthless this week, guys. Right? I mean, there was a lot of volume, open interest at least. See, all these are the only ones that landed in the money, so not very many. Okay. And then, but if you go down here, for the puts, this is for AMC, right? The put options, a lot of them expired worthless too. You can see here a lot of them, right? They did get some in the money. I mean, the heavy one was like 6,000, 4,000, 5,000, right? So a lot of more puts that ended in the money this week. The good news here, guys, okay, look at the shares here, 100,000. That's like nothing. It actually is drying up, even though, you know, they were able to bring it to like 1.7 million or something, I think on Wednesday or Tuesday. And we got 1,806 calls in the money. It's not going to really change anything there, right? Let's just check out the shorting. Yeah, so they've been shorting it. They only shorted 47, then they jumped up to 62 and 60% of the volume, right? So you guys know what's up in the background. All right, let's jump over to Lucid, guys. I have a couple things I want to talk about Lucid. Obviously, look, it broke this uptrend that it was in. This was when the whole oil thing had happened, and now the oils, you know, stocks also have calmed down a little bit. So this actually had a bit of a sell-off, and you could see the reverse action, right, came down. And now it's in a downtrend. Now, technical analysis is not always perfect. It's not always going to tell you the future or anything like that, right? But it's a guide, right? Because it depends how you're trading, but I'm just buying shares, like I said, and holding these shares for a while because I know this is going to be a long game. But it'll tell you, right, when it switches trends, and if you're playing like options and you see these lines, right, this is like really simple TA, guys. So you can always play, you know, the options based on the trend, right? That's how usually a lot of traders, you know, I think play it. That's how I would play it. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. But just looking at the volume, guys, 18 million versus the average is 39 million. That's what's telling you liquidity is drying up in the market right now, right? There's a lot of fear. This is definitely a bear market, right? I mean, we've been noticing that for a little while now. So in my opinion, guys, like when everything starts to come back, like a lot of these stocks will go back up, right? In my opinion, like they'll move back up with the market, you know, to kind of like a range where they were at least. I think that's how it usually goes. All right, so some information I got here, guys, is you know, a lot of people wonder like what happens if your broker goes, you know, belly up, if they go out of business, right, after the AMC squeeze. So I found this information on Webull, so I'm going to read right here. Webull Financial is a member of the SIPC, which protects securities customers of its members of up to $500,000, I think, in securities, and then 250,000 of cash. Our clearing firm Apex Clearing has purchased an additional insurance policy that coverage limits provide protection for securities and cash up to an aggregate of 150 million, subject to a maximum limits of 37.5 million for any one customer's securities and 900,000 for any one customer's cash. Similar to SIP protection, this additional insurance does not protect against a loss in the market of value of securities. So they 37.5 million, right? That's quite a bit for one person, right? Now, let me show you Lucid, or not Lucid, let me show you Robinhood, because I like Webull better, right? Your money is in Robinhood. Your money in Robinhood is insured for up to a maximum of 250,000 cash claims and a maximum of 500,000 for securities by the SIPC. The SIPC protects money deposits in your Robinhood account in the improbable occurrence of Robinhood collapse or failure, right? If they were to go out of business, especially because of the AMC and GameStop squeeze. According to Bajuba, the CEO and the co-founder of Robinhood, the insurance sum is similar to the FDIC and permits them to give this high rate. The explanatory brochure is accessible on the website upon request. All right, so doesn't seem like Robinhood has purchased any additional insurance, right? Which I think they should. But I just wanted to give you guys that info. Now with Lucid, guys, let me show you these cool videos. This one right here. This one's only 15 seconds. Oh no, not that one. This one down here. Here we go.
If the measure of a luxury car is doing more things better than other cars, how could the Lucid Air not be the new benchmark of luxury? If the measure
See that? Had it on the track, freaking whipping it, right? All right, and then the other thing is, you know, they put out this YouTube series. Watch the series premiere of Tech Talks, where CEO and CTO Peter Rawlinson takes us through the tech and even gives away a few secrets. All right, so I recommend going and watching this if you like Lucid.
Just put to bed
Check this out.
myth about batteries. And I really just wanted to take you through some of the technologies that's enabled that, and maybe give away one or two little secrets. So let me open the module up and explore. It's going to revolutionize mass industrialization of these semi-structural modules. That's how we're going to drive the costs down, and that's what's going to help save the planet.
Nice. All right. So here's the channel, right on their Lucid Motors channel. It is a long video. It's about 36 minutes. I'm not going to play it. But I'm all about learning, right? I want to learn what is going on, you know, underneath the hood or in the battery packs here, in this case, because it's electric. But I'm also interested to see, you know, how they get to that 1,000 horsepower level, all right? So yeah, I recommend, I'm going to drop the links in the description down below, guys. So if you want to check that out this weekend, you know, go ahead. And yeah, we already went through that. Got the AMC ortex. Cool. So here we go. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Enjoy your weekend, right? Hope you're relaxed. Don't worry about it. We're here. The apes are here. We're not going anywhere, right? And the money that I got invested, guys, like, yeah, for me, it's a lot of money in AMC, right? If I were to take that out, you know, things would be all right for me for a while. But that's how much I believe in this, right? And I can make that money back working the next few years or whatever, right? If this thing doesn't turn out how we expect it to, but I really think it's gonna turn out how we you know have done our DD, we have done our research, you know, we've proven a lot, guys. We're still here making noise, guys, and to me that means more than the money right in there. So I'll catch you guys next week, all right? So peace.